Hello learners, welcome back to the online learning session of the subject Global Competencies and Personality Development. In the previous session, we learned the concept of self-analysis and goal setting, where we have done the goal setting through SWOT analysis and by using the SMART analysis. Today, we will be covering the next point of this second unit, that is developing positive self-esteem and building self-confidence. So if you look towards the picture, you can easily imagine or understood there is one hill is there and there is a path which shows that you are having some stops at a specific level, and you will reach to the top level by having what, a positive self-esteem. So it is a roadmap which will be guiding you to achieve your goals, and that is why you require a self positive esteem, and you need self confidence that yes, I can achieve the goals. So if you see, there is one place where you can stop and you can think whatever you have done in past and what you needs to achieve, and accordingly you will move towards the next stage and then you will achieve your goal. So with the help of this, so feeling good about yourself is not a luxury, it is an absolute necessity. So what exactly a self-esteem? So self-esteem is a state of mind, it is the way you think and feel about yourself. Having high self-esteem means having feeling of confidence, worthiness and positive regard for yourself. People with high self-esteem feel good about themselves. They feel a sense of belonging and security. They respect themselves and appreciate others. They tend to be successful in life because they feel confident in taking on challenges and risking failure to achieve what they want. They have more energy for positive pursuit because their energy is not wasted on negative emotions, feelings of inferiority, or working hard to take care of or please others at the expense of their own self care. The amount of self esteem you have depends on many factors: how you were raised, your parental attitude, and the life experiences that you have been gone through in your the whole journey of your life. And sometimes people lose self esteem and feel bad about themselves because of failures or disappointments in life, or because of the way others in their life have treated them. So it is important to know that self esteem can be gained at any time in life. Ideally, it happens in the childhood, where the newborn babies don't know the things, and whatever their parents are telling them, they are developing themselves according to that. And realistically, most peoples have to cultivate it later in their life. Therefore, it is the feeling I have about myself, that is the self concept is there, a subjective appraisal on himself, and as intrinsically positive or negative to some degree. So if we take an example, I perceive I am introvert and I feel proud of it. Generally, the self esteem is based on your attitude, and which comprises your value as a person, the job you do, your achievements in your career or in your life, how you think others will see you, then your purpose in life, your place in the world, your potential for success, your strengths and weaknesses, your social status and how you relate it to the others, your independence or ability to stand on your own feet. So based on all your attitude, you can develop your self esteem. Then why to develop the self esteem? The reward of developing self esteem includes being able to take risk and having positive relationships, not being held back by fear and the insecurities, pursuing your dreams and desires, making good choices, and reaching your goals. And that is why you need a self esteem, because as you have set the goals, you have the dreams and desires in your life, you have the option of choosing good things, and you have to held back your fears and insecurities, and you have to be having a positive relationships. So you have that kind of attitude to take the risk in your life, that will definitely help you to achieve the goals, and that can be only possible with the help of self esteem. So when you have the high and low self esteem, there are certain things which are happening in your life. So when you have high self esteem, you will be feeling of worth, that you have, definitely you have some value in your life. People will take you positively, and they are giving you some pride. Then you can feel happy, you are always motivated, you are good in your work, you are more confident in your lifestyle, you are courageous because you have that confidence to take the risk, and which results into motivation and drive to excel through your career growth. And when you have low self esteem, which will results into what feeling of helplessness, and generally lack of motivation will be there, the kind of depression and fear will be occurring, and you will be thinking that your life is meaninglessness. So those are the things which results into when you have high self esteem and low self esteem. And that is why when we need to develop our self esteem, we have to concentrate on those aspects where we can improve our life. So what causes low self esteem? Now, as we all know that when people are having a high self esteem, they are self confident, or they are self motivators, and they are thinking all the things in positive way. So the negative thoughts are very less when we have the high self esteem. But the major reason where we have to think is the low self esteem, and it is believed that low self esteem is caused in a part by negative emotional responses. So criticism, teasing, punishment and abuse, poverty, economic deprivation, failure in school, or many other factors affect our feelings of self worth. Even race, religion, the media, culture, sex have an influence on how we feel about ourselves, and which generally results into low self-esteem, because you will have loss of your confidence. So when negative thoughts and feelings take root early in life, they can become powerful thought patterns that form habits of thinking. Before long, we begin to think in ways that limit our growth and self development. So we begin to doubt ourselves and feel dissatisfied. We become afraid to accept challenges and feel unworthy. Even when we do accomplish important things, the deeper these thoughts patterns take root, the lower our self esteem falls. Until we cannot envision what is like to feel good about ourselves. And that is the major cause of having low self esteem, and which results into depression and the cases like suicides. So why we need to as we have understood why we need to develop positive self-esteem, and the base of positive self-esteem is confidence. And how we can be confident? So as you all know that when we are positive, definitely the negative emotions are very less and we have high self-esteem. But how to build self confidence? So self confidence is an essential part of humanity. A person with self confidence generally likes themselves, is willing to take risks to achieve their personal and professional goals, and think positively about the future. Someone who lacks self confidence, however, is less likely to feel that they can achieve their goals and tends to have a negative perspective about themselves and what they hope to gain in life. The good news is that self confidence is something you can improve. Building self confidence requires you to cultivate a positive attitude about yourself and your social interactions, while also learning to deal with any negative emotions that arise, and practicing greater self care. You should learn to set goals and take risks, as well as since meeting challenges can further improve your self confidence. Look after your physical and mental health, and you have to do regular exercise which can improve both, that is physical and mental health. Then make sure that you are getting enough sleeps and eating properly. Not doing so can lead to feeling bad in yourself and likely about yourself. Working on your personal branding can also have a positive impact on your self confidence. So how to build self confidence? First, cultivating a good attitude. Second, dealing with your emotions. Third, practicing self care. And fourth, setting goals and taking risks. So we'll see one by one how we can cultivate a good attitude. So cultivating good attitude, it includes identify your negative thoughts. So unless and until you identify your negative thoughts and you can overcome it, it will not help you to have a good attitude. So that is why you need to identify your negative thoughts, which might sound like this: I can't do that, I will surely fail, no one want to hear what I have to say. This is inner voice which is pessimistic and unhelpful and will hold you back from achieving high self-esteem and greater self-confidence. Second point which helps you to cultivate a good attitude is turn your negative thoughts into positive thoughts. As you pay attention to your negative thoughts, turn them around to positive thoughts. This may take the form of positive affirmations such as I am going to try it, I can be successful if I work at it, or people will listen to me. Start with just a few positive thoughts a day, and definitely it will help you to cultivate a good attitude. Refuse to focus on negative thoughts more often than positive thoughts. Eventually, your positive thoughts should be given more priority, that is the brain space, than your negative thoughts. The more you counter your negative self thinking with positivity, the more natural this will become. Then maintain a positive support network. You have to be along with the people those are having the positive thoughts or they have the positive environment. Then you have to eliminate reminders of your negativity. Identify your talent, that is also one of the thing which help you to cultivate a good attitude. Take pride in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Unless and until you do that, you cannot be good at your attitude. Then accept compliments gracefully. When someone is complimenting you, please accept it and greet him with a positive note. Look in the mirror and smile. Every day you can do this task. It is one kind of assignment for you people. If you will do that, definitely that mirror will tell you that yes, you are the happiest people or person in the world, and mirror reflects the positive emotions or the thoughts. That is why that will help you to cultivate a good attitude. Then second point is dealing with emotions, because emotions play a critical role in developing a self confidence. So be comfortable with your fear. You may think that people who are self confident are never fearful. This is simply is not true. Fear means you are at your growing age. Perhaps your fear is speaking in front of a group, introducing yourself to someone you don't know, or asking your boss for a raise. When you are able to confident or confront with what you fear, you will gain self confidence and you will feel the boost immediately. Be patient with yourself. Sometimes you go backward to go forward. Gaining self confidence does not happen overnight. You might try something new and not meet your goal. If possible, see what lessons are there. Not meeting your goal the first time around is an opportunity to learn more about yourself. Self confidence need to be nurtured and grown a bit at a time. strives for balance. Like everything else in life, building self confidence is about maintaining balance. Too little self confidence can keep you from achieving your goals and feeling good about yourself. On the other hand, it's important to be realistic. You don't want to underestimate the time and the efforts needed to achieve your goals. Then stop comparing yourself with others. Recognize your insecurities. Bounce back from your mistakes. Please overcome those mistakes which will help you to develop the positive confidence or build your confidence. Avoid perfectionism. When you are perfect in your work, definitely it will be telling you that okay, I have done the excellent work. So there will be no scope for improvement, and which will leads to what? The low confidence, because as you are perfect in that work, which means that okay, you have done with everything. So avoid perfect perfectionism. That will be one of the aspect of dealing with emotions. Then practice gratitude. Every day when someone is greeting you, you have to reply it. So that is one of the thing. Then practicing self-care is one of the point. Take care of yourself. How you are going to take care of yourself is also one of the thing. Then put care into your appearance, how you look, how you wear, the gesture, posture, your tone of communication, everything will be there. Then exercise regularly to be fit and active in your work. Sleep well, eat well, and be healthy and happy and active in your work. And the last point is setting goals and taking risk. So setting goals and taking risk is one of the thing. Embrace the unknown, address your perceived areas for improvement, seek to help others. So with the help of this, you can build self-confidence. So the conclusion, how you are going to identify the problem? Ask yourself questions to figure out what situations make you feel shy. Figure out what is that you are afraid will happen in those situations. Then coach yourself, come up with some mantras, the mantras or encouragements to mentally repeat to yourself when you are feeling shy. Remind yourself of your talents and abilities that make you special. Use visualization to picture yourself looking confident in situations like that. A mirror exercise is there that would normally make you feel shy. And manage your surroundings, like surround yourself with people who make you feel comfortable. Maintain good relationship with your core group of friends. Gradually branch out into new groups and situations. Make other feel comfortable. Look approachable and have positive body language. Smile and stand up straight. Look directly at the person you are talking to and speak clearly. Keep working on it. Give yourself small assignments or goals, like stripping up a conversation with one stranger each day. Slowly work your way up to more and more uncomfortable situations. Challenge yourself in other ways to help to build your confidence, and just be in you. Don't try to imitate others or be something you are not. Don't worry about what others think and appreciate your works. So here we are at the conclusion of this particular point, that is developing a positive self-esteem and building a self-confidence. So we'll stop here, and in the next session we'll cover the next point. Thank you.